Hello and welcome in. My name is Drumroll Tony. I'm a streamer on Twitch, musician and music teacher living in Seattle. It's time to listen to music from Jojo's Bizarre Adventure again, but in this video, we're going to do it a little bit different. Today, we're checking out the YouTuber Hibarist, as they've made a musical mashup of all the main themes in Jojo's. Now, I've heard a majority of the Jojo main themes before, but that's okay because this is a custom arrangement, so I want to push those out of my head. It's been a long time anyway, and treat this more as a fresh piece of music. So, with that being said, I'm excited. Let's get into it. Hibarist, I'm excited to hear your music. Okay, I remember that one. I'm just going to say right now, already in the first, those first 20 seconds, I was like, wait, is this a mashup of two different themes? Because keep in mind, when I've heard these, it's a first time listen, I do a reaction, and it's been like months, and I do a lot of other music. So I actually don't know. So it's even easier to talk about it as if it's like just the first time. So that beginning groove, obviously the percussion is big and open, but it's the synth bass that corresponds with the orchestral string sound. They're not mutually exclusive, but generally we get them in different settings. But it's fun. It's more like a house vibe when they're in here. So let's keep going. Let's go back 5 seconds, get in this transition. That's pretty thick. That's we talk about our layers like stack like food sometimes because food's an easy analogy. That's a big sandwich right there because you had that keyboard line come in, the synth line against the bass line, and then the second time through we had the little guitar riff going on. And again, I don't know if those are totally normal in the first place or these are like mashed on top of each other. I feel like they probably mash on top of each other. It's cool sounding either way. It fits. That's just a big dynamics as in volume. That was all quite loud. Okay, so clearly there's a change right here. We pull something away and we're able to feature the next section. So that middle guitar line's gone. Fun vocal stuff. I forgot how good these melodies are. That just hits me like Spy versus Spy. It's Jojo's. I'm gonna be watching this soon. I'm very excited for this. All right, back 5. Let's keep going. This is such a beautiful melody, and the way the chord progression comes in, the accompaniment, and the bass line is super groovy. Sorry, I'm going back 5, 10, 15, 20. I need that again. That is really jamming. There's so much. This is like super stacked. I'm sitting there trying to detect the guitar layer and what it was doing. It sounds like it's doubling the melody, but there is some kind of fuzzy effects on there. But then some voice stuff is coming too. I'm having a hard time hearing what the voice is doing, but it's cool though. We're definitely stacked in there. All right, the guitar solo was sick. That was cool. There was some stuff. There was like some like accents happening here. Like I don't even know what instrument or what sound. I don't know. It sounded like kind of like metallic and just it was cool. It was just like I'm just gonna go back 15 and see if I can grab some of those just for me. You probably heard it, but I was having a hard time. I was getting bump, bottom, bump, bottom. I think those might have been the intervals that was going on. I'm not totally sure, but either way, it was cool. Like anytime I hear like it sounds like a little audio Easter egg. You gotta go check out and find. All right, let's keep going. Wow. Okay. So we ended right there with a big suspension, sus4 chord that resolved, but the groove, we hadn't had any of this before. We got 1, 2, 3. God, that was really setting us up for stuff. So the of 3 was happening. We'll go back 15 and grab that and try to like listen to the chords. Yeah, that whole time there's a guitar solo just wailing, like screaming. There's a lot going on. I would say the dynamic levels are pretty loud. So our intervals, even though there's still instruments stacked on each other, it looks more like this. Like there's a couple things down here, and the majority of everything is stacked up here, all super super loud. Back 5. That's a cool way to build into a key change. Let's go back and get that again. That was pretty fun. Okay, sorry, but that hallway that was just going on was cool. You know me, I'm listening to the music, but I couldn't help but hear the hallway. Again, the guitar. I have a feeling I'm missing some things because there's so much guitar work going on, so my ear tries to go to it, but they're like in similar timbre registers. So I think I'm missing stuff. Wow, the bass line is so freaking great. I got to do some bass covers of this music. Cool. Okay, so when I say timbre, in case you don't know what timbre is, that's, by the way, that's Timbre. It's not timber. I remember in grad school one time we're in like a musical. It wasn't music history. It was like analytics and music. Anyway, it was somebody said timbre that should not have said that, and the professor lost his mind. It was really funny. Anyway. Timbre means like tone quality, sound. It's the way you describe things. You know, like if you hit a bottle and it has like a certain tone to it, you say the ring, the way this rings, this you're describing the timbre. Anyway, there was a lot of stuff happening there. Like the guitars were screaming. There was brass lines going on. There was like cymbal kind of auxiliary percussion happening. So when I say the timbre was similar, all those things are kind of floating around in the same area. So if you feel kind of an overload in that part of like your listening experience, I would agree with you. It's super loud right there. I'm gonna go back 5. We'll keep going here. That was a nice little breakdown. That piano line obviously is super 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 recognizable for me thus far. I think that was probably, if I'm walking like down the street and I hear that, I'd be like, oh, that's from Jojo's. The other themes, I'd be like, I feel like I know this, but that one I would definitely able to pull out. And of course, used right here, we pull away a lot of the volume and we stick in that piano line, and it gives us some variety in the contour of what's going on. So the listener right away can be like, okay, there's a change. But I will say shortly after, the full volume has come back. So wasn't a break for long. Well, that's a nice transition. Damn, that section is loud, man. There is so much going on. I feel like my ear, I'm basically getting that same, the same thing as being like prodded the whole time. So my ear is getting kind of like beat up there. But I'm curious to see where this transition goes because this sounds fun. All right, so I am loving this ending part. Really genius design right there. That is fun to pull way back. I didn't know, like at first I thought we were gonna go like dun like little drummer boy style, but the way this it's kind of like a halftime groove. It's not a halftime groove because the tempo is not relative in that sense. It's slower than that, but it's so there's so much swagger. We're pulling way back, and you have no choice but to listen and pull in. So I think that's a really effective use of rhythm and feel. It's really just a big feel change. Da da dee dee da da, whatever that was. That's, man. So this is one you could put on it with a competitive marching band with a huge horn line. That was a very, very, very big ending. I think my favorite part is the ending. Probably why it was put at the end, because it had the most impactful spot there, and that just really pulls you in. So yeah, man, really good job. That was super fun, super loud in the middle, but man, I'm gonna go back again later and grab the ending again. Good stuff. Shout out again to Hibarist. Great job on your custom mashup and arrangement of JoJo's music. Make sure to go over to their YouTube channel and subscribe to them. My name is Drumroll Tony. I'm a streamer on Twitch. Catch me when I'm live, so we can talk about JoJo's or just music in general. You can find the link to my Twitch channel in the video description below, as well as my Discord. If you'd like to support me, my Patreon information is down there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Take it easy. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel so you can catch the next one. Words, so many words. All right. Appreciate you. Take it easy. Bye-bye.